Well, students, this is a new part, chapter in the syllabus, that is emerging trends. Okay, so here we will see the latest trends that is happening around us using the artificial intelligence. We will see what is actually the development, what are the developments are there. Okay, so that chapter is emerging trends. Okay, in informatics practices. Fine. So let us start the journey. So, first of all, the emerging trends means it is comprised of two words, and artificial and intelligence, where artificial means man-made, okay, and intelligence means thinking power. Hence, AI means a man-made thinking power. All right, and artificial intelligence exists there where a machine can have human-based skills, okay, such as learning, reasoning, solving problems. According to the father of artificial intelligence, John McCarthy, it is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines. That much, okay. So that here the machine actually is learning, machine is experiencing from its past act actually. So if there is any mistake machine could do, then machine has done, then it can be rectified by itself only. So as the human being we are doing, okay, whenever we are making some mistake, we are learning from it. That is the thing. So the thing is that whenever these things will happen, okay, we are learning from it. Okay, that is actually the meaning of your artificial intelligence. Fine. So what are the goals of AI? Okay, that is to create expert systems, okay, the systems which holds intelligent behavior, learn, demonstrate, explain and advise its users, and to implement human intelligence in machines, creating system that can understand, think, learn and behave, okay, like humans. Okay, so that is the main purpose of the artificial intelligence. All right. So next come to that. Okay, what are the things? AI has been dominant in various fields such as gaming, that is only the one that you play games sometimes. Okay, it is there. Natural language processing, expert systems, vision systems, speech recognition, okay, handwriting recognition, intelligent robots, all these are coming under this particular artificial intelligence. All right. Artificial intelligence is a science and technology based on disciplines such as computer science, biology, physiology, linguistics, mathematics, engineering. Everywhere in all fields nowadays, the artificial intelligence has been used. Okay, artificial has been used. Okay, that is the thing. Okay. So this is actually what you can say, that electronic intelligence has been put into the device. Okay, that is the one. Many devices we see around us are having the smart artificial intelligence, like smart cars, smart devices like smart audio devices and smart mobiles, and all the mobiles are having the lot of artificial intelligences and all has been put into. Okay, difference between the like face recognition is a part of artificial intelligence. Fine. Okay, difference between the normal programming and the AI programming. What is there? In the normal programming, input is a sequence of alphanumeric symbols presented and stored as per some given set of previously stipulated rules. Stipulated rules in the sense means we are using certain grammar or basic of a particular language that uses a limited set of communication media such as keyboard, mouse, etc. Okay. Whereas in AI programming, input may be a sight, sound, touch, smell or taste. Okay, sight means one dimensional symbols such as type text, two dimensional objects or three dimensional scenes. Everywhere it can be used. Okay, processing means manipulation of the source symbol by a set of previously defined algorithms. Algorithm means step by step process of solving a problem. Okay, and processing includes here what? The representation and pattern matching, search logic, problem solving and learning. All right. Okay, output here is a sequence of alphanumeric symbols, maybe in a given set of colors, that is placed on such a medium such as a CRT screen, paper or magnetic disc. Okay, whereas output can be here in the form of printed language, synthesized speech, manipulation of physical objects or locomotion, movement in space, etc. Okay, so nowadays you will see that in the several site chatbots are there. Whenever you are asking something, some query, it has been answered by us. So the people no need to sit all the time in order to answer your queries. There will be a chatbot, it will return the answer. Okay, so this is what actually the difference between the normal programming and AI programming. All right. Okay. Next we are coming to some more things on the artificial intelligence. To the advantages of artificial intelligence: high accuracy with less errors. Okay, it takes decisions as per the pre-experience or information. All right, it is speed is high or high reliability. It can perform the same action multiple times with high accuracy. Useful for risky areas, where the helpful in situations such as defusing a bomb, exploring the ocean floor, whereas where to employ human being can be risky. Digital assistants nowadays most of us we are having at home, okay, such as used by various e-commerce websites to show the products as per customer requirement, that is also there. Okay, useful a public utility such as a self-driving car. You know it already, what is the self-driving car about. Actually nowadays the Google car, there these things are all there, okay, which can take the which can be driven by the help of this particular artificial intelligence, though even it is satellite controlled, but the intelligence has been put into it so that if any obstacle comes in front of it, so the car can stop or car can blow horn, or in the signals it can stop. Okay, it can control its speeds, everything. All right, so, which can make our journey safer and hassle free. Facial recognition for security purpose, natural language processing to communicate with the human in human language. All right. So, nowadays this facial recognition is available in our mobile phones also. Okay. So, the mobile phone opens whenever you are looking at it. Okay, that is the thing. So, it is so intelligent nowadays. Okay, the devices are so intelligent. These are actually because of this AI, artificial intelligence. All right. Achha, next we are coming to the another part, what the artificial can be divided into 3 subfields: artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. What is this? Let us see in the next. Okay. So, what is this? Machine learning is a system that can learn from example through self improvement and without being explicitly coded by programmer. Okay. As its name, it gives the computer that makes it more similar to humans, the ability to learn, because the human is having the uncanny knack of learning. Okay. So, the machine also will have the that kind of intelligence in order to learn, okay, from it past trends. Okay. So, as its name, it gives the computer that makes it more similar to humans, which is what is that? Again it is coming to that, the ability to learn, means like machine will learn. Okay. These are all happenings because of the programming, because of the coding only. All right. So, what is happening? A compute data and output, okay, will be processed by the computer by abiding by some rules. That is what the machine learning actually says in artificial intelligence. So, this is what the machine learning. Okay. Let us come to the applications of machine learning: image recognition, speech recognition, traffic prediction, like Google Maps sometimes shows us the traffic prediction whenever we are putting the drive mode on in Google Map. All right. Product recommendations, self-driving cars, email spam and malware filtering, virtual personal assistant. Okay, this is in some particular app and sites. These things are there. Virtual personal assistant, where if when some query will be given by you, okay, then it will be send back to you. Also the answer will be given of your question, whatever query you do have. Online fraud detection, stock market trading, okay, medical diagnosis, okay, automatic language translation. All these things are possible under the machine learning. All right. These are the areas that that could be the applications of machine learning. Fine. Okay. Now next, what is there? Okay. How machine learning works, you can see this diagram and you can make out easily. Okay. Machine learning, unsupervised learning, where the group and interpreted data based only on input data, and whereas supervised learning says that develop predictive model based on both input and output data. That is the thing. So, here the classification and regression will take place, and here the clustering will take place. These terms are quite new for you. So, you can understand it what is written over here at the bottom. Okay. Clustering, what it is, the most common unsupervised learning technique. It is the used for exploratory data analysis to find hidden patterns or grouping in data. Applications for cluster analysis include gene sequence analysis, market research and object recognition. Means most of the things will be together it will be taken and grouping will be done, and afterwards the clustering will happen in order to learn from it. Okay. So, let us see once more that clustering is what is the most common unsupervised learning technique. It is actually exploratory data analysis to find the hidden patterns or grouping in data, mostly used in gaming and to and means like it will what is happening. Exploratory means the machine will explore here in order to analyze the data and to find the hidden patterns or grouping in data will be done. Okay, sometimes used for the market research as well as for the share trading also. Okay, it is applications for cluster analysis include gene sequence analysis. Gene sequence means for a particular set of products. Okay, and market research of course there, and the object recognition. Okay, mostly it can also be used in robotics also in order to recognize the object. Okay, how a particular object to be held by a robot, all these things. Okay, that is the thing. And classification techniques predict discrete response, for example whether is a email is a genuine or a spam, or whether a tumor is cancerous or in benign. Okay, that is the things. Cancerous or benign means the tumor is not harmful, that is the thing, that is called benign tumor actually. And regression techniques predict continuous responses, for example changes in the temperature or fluctuations in power demand. Okay, so in the several field, whenever a space shuttle also goes to the outer space, in that case there also this particular thing will be this particular technique can be used. So, these are the mostly the three things that are happening out here: clustering, classification and regression. All right. Okay. Next we are coming to the this is the natural language processing or NLP. Okay, NLP is a way of computers to analyze, understand and derive meaning from a human language such as English, Spanish, Hindi. Okay, it is a technology that is used by the machines to understand, analyze and manipulate and interpret humans language. Okay, nowadays you will see that most of the many websites there are processes, there are different facilities that in which language you want the query to be answered. The several languages are given, so you can choose the language and you can go with. Okay, sometimes it has been given in the IVRs also. Okay, that is the thing. So, you can set your own language and you can get the query to be answered into your language only. All right. Okay, the components of NLP are what? Components of NLP are there are the following two components of NLP. What are the things? One is natural language understanding, another is natural language generation. All right. So, this way these are the two different components of the natural language processing. Okay, that is the thing. Now, the thing is that we will see from here advantages of NLP. NLP helps to get a direct response within seconds. Okay, it offers exact answer to the question. It helps us to communicate with humans in their language. It is very time efficient. Okay, to improve the efficiency of documentation processes, accuracy of documentation and identify the information from large databases. Means like here whatever answer will be given to you, that will be understandable very easily within a short period of time. So, that is actually the main advantage of NLP. Okay, these are the things. Fine, that's what actually is happening out here. Okay, applications of NLP. What are the things? Question of answering, spam detection, sentiment analysis, machine translation, spelling correction, speech recognition. I was talking about the chatbot, this is also coming under the NLP, and you are having the information extraction also. So, these are all the areas where the NLP can be used. So, students, today what I am doing, I am just keeping it out here, okay, till here, because this chapter is bit descriptive. So, this is the first part that I am releasing today, okay, and you must go through this particular things and all and try to get notes from it. Okay, and what else could you do? That the elements that we had discussed in this emerging trends like AI and all, AI and its components, why AI is useful. Okay, okay, and which are the areas where the AI can be used. Okay, means its application areas. So, all these things you must read very nicely from this particular video, and you must also learn from it. So, I will give you an assignment onto this and you must solve it and submit it in the Google Classroom. Fine. All right. Till then, thank you very much.